The Dermatology Foundation, created by dermatologists for dermatologists. Founded in 1964, the DF has invested $70 million to fund research and career development of new physician scientists and investigators in the specialty. These funds help to ensure the future of our specialty and retain tomorrow's teachers and researchers. As a resident, you're already an honorary member of the DF, dermatology's largest private funding source. You are the future of dermatology.
I think that the Dermatology Foundation absolutely enhances outcomes for patients, but that's the end point. I think that you cannot forget about the process. Bringing quality thinkers into the system as a whole, as a contingent of providers of medicine, it gives us more in our armamentarium with to work.
The DF's track record is strong. 80% of our Career Development Award recipients remain in academics. Of these individuals, an incredible 86% receive highly competitive federal research funding.
People that are emerging that need dedicated time to reach their full potential and nucleate their careers. Using our support, they're able to qualify for federal funding. Most of our recipients go on to obtain federal funding, not only the first time they apply, but when they renew or when they apply for larger grants. So the work of the Dermatology Foundation is durable. It retains people in academics, and it helps assure their success in the future throughout the tenure of their career.
The DF's impact on the specialty is significant, and it ultimately helps dermatologists provide the cutting-edge care for their patients now and in the future. The DF currently awards over $3 million in research funding each year.
Research is the capstone, I think. It is very, very important that we're constantly investigating new causes, new means of therapy for our diseases, because without that, we're not moving forward. In a way, it's kind of like you're canoeing, and if you're not paddling, you don't stand still, you move backwards. And the same thing happens in medicine. If you don't have a foundation of ongoing research, you're not standing still, you're moving backwards.
There's no doubt the DF and its members have impacted the science of dermatology. If you accept that research benefits all dermatologists and all patients, consider this. There are two types of professionals. One who uses the research to care for patients and contributes to the DF to help further the science, and those who use the information for their own benefit, but don't give back.
I've been very fortunate that in my career I've benefited from the Dermatology Foundation, which in turn now allows me to be a mentor for future generations of those that are interested in dermatology research.
The Dermatology Foundation's goal is to advance the science for dermatologists who see patients and those who choose a career in research. Funding to advance the specialty comes from clinicians, dermatological organizations, and corporations. In turn, advancements with procedures and treatments enable clinicians to meet the needs of their patients.
We're only as good as the knowledge that we have, and that knowledge is derived from research, active research, evidence-based medicine that's going on. And so we need the researchers to feed into the knowledge base of dermatology that then goes to the patient.
The strong underpinnings laid down by the DF founders are still as relevant today as they were back in 1964 when we began.
It is an instrument to keep the science of the skin on the leading edge.
Since the founding of the DF, the science of dermatology has advanced significantly. Progress has been made in the genetic basis of inherited skin diseases, the introduction of lasers and light therapy, and breakthroughs in the development of retinoids, biologics, antifungals, corticosteroids, and targeted treatments for melanoma. Support from the Dermatology Foundation has grown, allowing more physician scientists and investigators to pursue their ideas and interests in the field, unearthing new knowledge that benefits dermatologists and patients. DF continues to be fully committed to meeting the needs of the specialty by offering a variety of career development awards, fellowships, and research grants.
Whether it's health policy, whether it's basic science, whether it's clinical research, there's this time period when you don't quite have the name recognition to be able to qualify for federal funding or some of the traditional routes to get your research funded and to really get started. And this time period in those few years after residency is really when we can nurture people and allow their careers to take off.
Derm Foundation supported me to be in the lab out of residency, to give me supply money to take with me, which was really appealing for anyone who wants to get a junior person in. And it allowed me to do a lot of the studies in mice that preceded the study that I received the award for today, which is to take it into humans.
getting the first peer-reviewed funding, it's so critical. It's the validation part. The Derm Foundation has been so instrumental in my career. More than anything these days, with the NIH funding diminishing, with so many options and distractions for the clinician scientist, to be able to get that validation, to be able to say, listen, we believe in you, we believe that you should ask these questions that really you have passion about, is the one thing that all junior investigators need.
Members of the Dermatology Foundation are dedicated to bringing more solutions to their patients. There are still many conditions for which there are no good or viable solutions.
The reality is we're all incredibly lucky to be dermatologists, and this is really a unique opportunity to be able to give back to the future of our specialty, because our specialty can only continue to be as great as it is, and we can only continue to have the opportunities for all the things that we do for our patients if we continue to have a pipeline of people doing research in all the areas that the foundation supports.
We are in the people business. We have a reputation for many years of being science supporters, but what we're really doing is offering young people a vehicle to express their unique characteristics, their unique focused interests, and begin the development of a serious career in our field.
You are invited to make a choice that will help keep the specialty vibrant. Please consider the benefits of participating in the important work of the DF for your future patients, for the specialty, and for what will be your life's work.